So Robbie Stapleford in first position, Damien Hall second, Ricardo Spratt third, who we've all spoken to. Fourth position was Jeremy. As he mentioned, there was a collision with him and Ricardo, so a great recovery drive to fourth. Marcel Cruz fifth, Jacob sixth, George seventh, David eighth, Mick Sutton ninth, and Luke Weston recovering to 10th position. So we got the few seconds to go. The red lights will come on now, as you can see. And they are off, and away we go. Hubert gets a bit of wheel spin as Alex looks like he's got the jump on him already, coming into turn one. So Alex is, Hubert's still up the inside there. Brakes late, stays up on the inside. Alex has got the lead with Max behind. Looks like everyone's got through nice and clean, which is what we like to see. As Hubert's running wide there on the grass. Robbie Stapleford's taking it very, very cautiously. Minimal door banging, but it looks like everyone is through safe and sound. As I say that, who was that? That was Hubert as well. So starting from pole position, so I didn't see if that was contact or anything there. But it's all a big bunch. It's bunched everyone up. Nearly every driver has had some contact in the last few corners. Has rested up to the side of Ricardo. Can he make it stick? A little bit of contact as expected in those types of corners, but Ricardo's managed to keep his foot down. We've got Robbie Stapleford, we're more with Alex here, who's got a very slight lead on Jacob, I think that is. I'm just trying to work that out there. So the timing screen's not fully updated. Yes, as Ricardo's got contact with Reza, as has Robbie Stapleford as well, but it looks like it's just door banging as we come through. So Luke Weston there on the outside. There is a little bit more door banging going on back behind us, but so Alex Sprange has got the lead. Luke Weston on the outside there. Is he going to be able to take it on Maximilian? No, it looks like Maximilian is holding second position there. Mick Sutton's flying up into fourth place. The timing screen hasn't just updated just yet, but fantastic start. Relatively clean race. Most drivers have made it up to today. Alex has got a great lead in turn one. So it's Alex I think that's David up the inside there as well. Marcel defending on the outside or attacking on the outside. He's got the inside corner coming down to the left hand. He runs a little bit wide, but as David looks got a little bit of squeak on there, but he takes the inside corner. But there were a little bit of contact there, so looked like George hit Marcel, which slowed him up, and then Damien also hit. It's just one of those bumper car effects, no real intent for those. It's just always, Mick Sutton's gone off as well. Was there contact? I don't know. I think there might have been. It's such a shame. It was doing so well there, as it's cleared a few positions up for everyone else now. You can see Robbie Stapleford in the background. Mick Sutton's got all the way down to 11th position, which is such a shame, as has George as well. George looks like he was involved in that accident. I think he was. I don't know if he was collected, if we collected him during the incident or not. Be able to look at that replay in a second. But that's such a shame for Mick there. He was doing so well. I think he lost it I think he ran wide and lost it on his own. I'm just seeing the replay. I can't quite see, but yeah, that's such a shame. Our driver to watch this race is Maximilian, who's fantastic in third position at the moment, holding firm. There's quite a lot of gaps opened up already. So Alex has got a 2-second lead from Luke Weston as everyone starts to set their first proper flying lap. As Damien here is on the attack from David, he's made a great start. He's up into 7th position already. No, he's up to 7th position from the looks of it. But Robbie Stapleford isn't far behind. As David, Damien and Robbie all make contact there. And this Damien, he's just going to keep out of the barrier, but he's going to lose a lot of positions there. Robbie's on the outside here of Jacob. So Robbie's keeping it clean to a point. There's always a little bit of, I think there was a little bit again of the bumper car effect when one person brakes and hits the other one into another driver. So it's a shame that's happened. Damien's dropped down to 9th position as well. Mick Sutton, I think he's in the pits. No, he's not. Reza is in the pits as well. It looks like there's a DNF for Reza there, which again is a shame. Ricardo Spratt, so he's made his way up to 8th position. He's behind Robbie Stapleford, which I'm not sure is quite where he wanted him to be. But as long as Robbie's got cars in front of him, he knows he's got a chance to keep up with him. And having in fifth position. That's on Robbie's target hit list next, as we can see him here. So Robbie's taken a great run. Let's see if he decides to make a move up to the right hander here, or whether he decides to hold off and try Paddock or Druid. Oh, Robbie takes a little bit of the curve there. He's got a nice run. He's going to use the slipstream here, and he's almost going to pass him before he gets to the corner. He does. So David's early on the brakes, allows Robbie a nice clean pass. Robbie keeps it on track as well. So Jacob runs very, very wide there. He'll lose a bit of time, and I think Marcel is going to be able to get past him. Jacob inside defending. Marcel looks like he's around the outside, so that's a good position for him. So on board with Jeremy now. So Jeremy's up into fourth position, which is where he finished in the first race. Alex Sprain at the moment with a comfortable lead of over 2.5 seconds, 3 seconds out on Luke Weston. So this will be Alex's best position. His best position so far is a fourth place, which was at Hockenheim and at Imola. It'll be Luke's best position. He had a great second race at Imola, but unfortunately had a time penalty, which pushed him down into sixth position. So the question is has the front two or even three drivers been able to build a gap at these early laps to try and keep Robbie behind him? It will be as Damien Hall just passes David up the entire. Looks like David run wide and has gone off. As Jeremy lunges up the inside of Max, does he get it? No, he doesn't. There might have been a little bit of contact. Maybe backs off of it. Jeremy backs off of it. Alex has got a 3.5 second lead now, so Alex is quite comfortable out in front. Luke Weston has got a 3.5 second gap over Max as well, and you can see Robbie in the background closing him. Robbie's got nice clean air. He hasn't got to worry about the traffic behind. As he sets his personal best, 1:32.9, so that's over 1.4 seconds faster than Jeremy last lap around. Alex last lap was 1:33.3, so it's about 4 tenths slower than Robbie. So if he's able to keep that pace throughout the race, you have to argue that Alex has got a great opportunity here to win this race, provided he doesn't make any mistakes. Jeremy and Max keep battling, which is going to allow Robbie to close him. It's just whether Luke and Alex are able to keep up that pace, and it depends how long it takes Robbie to catch up and battle with Jeremy and Max in front. Because, every corner and every lap that Robbie's behind, it gives Alex and Luke a fantastic opportunity here. Alex is absolutely flying now. He's got a 4.5 second lead. As you can see, it only takes one corner for Robbie to be right in the mix here. So Jeremy's got to get past Max as quick as he can, but he's also got to defend now from Robbie, which is also going to slow him up. Ricardo and Damien all behind aren't that far of this battle, so able to bring them into the fold as well. So Robbie's confident in his own abilities. I'm sure he'll only be looking forward rather than having to or think about something just yet. Robbie's got a great run out of Jeremy as he gives him way as he goes up the inside. Yes, Jeremy tries to get the cut back and does so, but he hasn't got the momentum. So what Jeremy needs to do now is try and stay with Robbie and hope that he creates an opportunity when he gets past Max for Jeremy to get past him, and then they can have a battle going on. So the gap is continuing to open up. The last lap for Alex was a 1:33.8, which was the same for Luke. Robbie did a 1:33.6 as Max and Robbie make contact there. And Robbie spun around and he's dropping down. Where is he? Ninth position now. 10th looks like Jacob has been involved as well, so that's definitely opened things up there. And now that's a real challenge for Robbie. We were saying he's only got a few tenths faster than the last lap around, so he's really going to have to put the power down. He's got a 6-second gap to Marcel to catch up. So we saw it in race 2 at Hockenheim, the opening round. Just watching it again here on the replay. So Robbie goes up the inside. I don't think Max was expecting him there. Max needs to get out of the way. It's just one of those situations where real life, it probably wouldn't happen like that. But these drivers know how these simple cars drive. The rubber band effect, where the simple touch of the cars can have a dramatic effect on everyone. So it's a shame. It makes the race more interesting for Robbie. I'm sure he'll be setting fastest lap now as he tries to close up on Marcel in 7th position. So the championship contenders, Ricciardo and George, who were 2nd and 3rd, going into the championship. Ricciardo and Damien are having a battle there. They don't look like they'll be able to capitalise too much. George Brundle just set his fastest lap in 11th. From 11th position there, so Ricciardo needs to try and get past Damien, or at least follow through and allow and to try and catch up Luke and Alex. I mean, Alex has got a 5.5 second lead now, so providing he doesn't make any mistakes, you'd have to bank on him winning this race. Even Luke's got a fantastic buffer as well to Jeremy of over 5 seconds as well. So it's great for the front leading two. It's great to see different characters in front of the grid. It will be Alex's best position. It will be Luke's best position in the first and second, which is great to see. Last lap around, Alex pulled nearly a second out on Luke. But Luke second on Jeremy, so the gaps are still increasing, which is great. I mean, Jeremy being caught up with Damien and Ricciardo as well, that's going to have an impact on their times. It might even allow Max and Marcel, who we're following now, to catch up. So it'll be interesting to see what lap time Robbie does. This is his first lap where he's effectively got clean air, so he can really start pushing as he comes across the line now. What did he do? That's a 1:32.7, which is the fastest lap of the race. So he's putting the power down. He was 4 tenths faster than Alex in first position. There is some door banging between Marcel and Max and William. This will be Max's best position as well, in 7th position at the moment. He did finish in 6th actually in so it'll be a very good finish for everyone here. I'm sure it'll be difficult to see whether drivers know where Robbie is. I'm sure people like Alex and Luke are out front expecting that orange car to come, and every lap they go on, I'm sure they'll get a little bit more hope that more belief that they're going to be able to win this. So I'm not sure if they're listening to the stream or not. If they are, focus, don't make a mistake, boys. Luke's got a very, very comfortable gap now for Jeremy. Jeremy does run wide. So we've got the Apex Motorsport drivers or teammates closing down. Not sure if there's any agreement as to who's going to let who by. Jeremy is ahead in the championship as Damien did miss out at Imola. So let's see what happens. Last lap around, they were very, very similar in lap time. So let's see what they do as they cross the line. Damien's got the slipstream as Jeremy sets his personal best of the race of a 1:33.3. Damien with a 1:33.4, so almost identical lap time. They've got a nice gap to Ricciardo, just over a second here. They've got a little bit of time to try and sort this out, as long as they don't hold each other up too much. The back marking in front of Hubert, so hopefully he moves out the way and doesn't get involved in the battle here. It looks like he's going to stay up high on the wide, so a lot of people supporting Alex. So, as we mentioned, or as I mentioned in the stream, although he had an incident in race 1 on the last corner there, which put him into the tyre barrier, he would have lost a few points there, but I'm sure he'll take that, followed by a race win any day of the week. So he's making the most of the reverse grid. That's why we do them. It creates more interesting racing. It's clean racing from what we've seen so far. A few little incidents, but no deliberate driving here, and probably taking back of Maximilian in 7th place. So last lap around, Robbie was nearly 2 seconds faster than Max. Probably goes for the lunge up the inside, gets a little bit of a touch there, but they both survive. Both great looking livery cars. Robbie's flashing these lights. Get out of my way. You know who I am. So let's see. I'm sure Robbie will make a move up into Paddock Hill. Robbie's great on the brakes as someone comes through for a drive-through. Who's that? That was Ricardo, by the looks of it. So that's a shame. And George has also got a penalty as well. So this is really, really helping Robbie here. As Robbie cuts up the inside, back marker out of the way. Great bit of driving there from Robbie. Back marker played it nice and moved out the way, and Maximilian gets a little bit of a wiggle on for there. So this is what, despite the contact that Robbie had, he's now ahead of second and third in the championship with their drive-throughs. Ricardo's dropped down to 8th and George is at 11th. So yeah, even though he's not winning the race, it looks like he's going to be able to extend his championship. Damien Hall will get a good bunch of points this weekend with the second in the first race and potentially more. He's currently in 4th place. He's got his teammate in the way. How long is he going to give him before he makes a move? Is there going to be a flashing light of get out my way? Had enough of that time now. Have they got enough time to catch second? Not really. I mean, Luke's got a 3.5 second gap to Jeremy in 3rd place. Alex has got over an 8 second gap to Luke. So let's check the lap times as they come around to see if they are holding each other up. It will be difficult to say. I'm sure Damien will always say that he's faster. He has got a bit of a run here. Jeremy does go defensive on the inside. Damien goes round on the outside. He tries to cut back and breaks really early there. As Jeremy runs wide, is he going to pay off enough momentum? It's looking like he's not defending. But I thought we were going to. Damien was going to touch the rear of Jeremy there. So last lap around, Jeremy was at 33.9 and Luke was 34.0. So effectively the same lap time. So it's possible if Damien can get past, it'll be I don't think unless Luke makes a mistake, I would say that he's got second position nice and sewn up. Alex has got an absolute monster lead out in front, over nearly 8.5 seconds. He hasn't got fastest lap. Robbie Staples has got there at 132.7. Alex's fastest lap is 133.1. As Damien goes up the inside, Jeremy, does he get it? Yes, he does. Nice clean move up the inside. So let's see what Damien can do now. With just over 3 minutes to go, as Jacob in 9th position has also got a drive-through penalty for track limits, and that will help George recover 1 position, give him a few extra points there. Ricardo, who was second at the start of the day in the championship, is in 8th position still. He's nearly 4 seconds behind Maximilian in 7th position. Robbie Stableford is catching Marcel. Last lap was a little bit slower actually, because we saw him battling with Max as he made up the move. So Alex Frank is on his last track warning, so if he cuts the track again, he's going to get a driver penalty. Hopefully he's aware of that and that he decides to back it off now. We saw him get a driver penalty in race 2. So yes, you really need to be. He doesn't need to be pushing now. He's got a 9-second lead. He can comfortably cruise round and keep that second position. The gap to Damien, the gap for second and third is coming down. Last lap, Damien took 6/10 out of him whilst overtaking Jeremy, so it could happen. We've got 1 minute 54. Where's Robbie on the map? Where's Alex on the map? See, I'm so used to Robbie being out front. So I reckon we're going to get probably. So we have this. I reckon we'll have about 3 more laps. So at that rate, if he can take another 6/10, if not more, it could go down to the last few corners between Damien and Luke. It's now 2 seconds. See, Alex is slowing up a little bit. The gap has come down slightly, so hopefully he is backing off and just making sure he keeps it on the track. He doesn't need to cut corners. He can drive comfortably around. Doesn't even need to touch the curbs really. The gap for Damien to Jeremy is up to nearly 2 seconds in just over a lap. So it does back up what I was saying about Damien being faster. If we'd have been able to get ahead of him quicker, whether we would have been able to catch Luke. Coming across the line this time, Luke has improved lap time, so Damien took just 2/10 out of him last lap around. So unless Luke makes a mistake now, with 2 laps to go, it's looking like Luke will be able to keep that second place. So we're on board we're following Robbie and Marcel here. Robbie trying to make his way up to the 5th position. So as many points as Robbie can make up, he's improved. He's extending his championship lead already. He's got the fastest lap point again. So this will be the 6th race in a row where he's got the fastest lap. So he's able to put the power down over that 1 lap. It's fantastic to see him being able to do that. It's a great spectacle to watch. We are watching who's very, very talented indeed, especially being only 14 years old. The gap to first and second is still around 8 seconds. Alex keeping that gap comfortable on the track. The gap to second and third is effectively the same as Marcel runs wide and Robbie makes a nice move up the inside. Another position made by Robbie there, so he goes up into 5th position. What's he got? He's got about 1.6 seconds gap to... Oh no, it's longer than that. So leaders on the final lap now. I think Robbie's going to be able to call it quits there. He'll be able to keep Marcel behind him. So good 5th position there for Robbie Stapleford, a great recovery drive. As Marcel and Ricciardo set their fastest laps of the day, gap to second and third. Another 2 attempts Damien took out of Luke there in second place. So providing Luke can do the last half lap comfortable, he'll be able to keep that second position, which is great for him. So it'll be great to see Alex at the top step of the podium, Luke Weston in second, Damien Hall in third. So Damien's got a great points haul today of a second and third. It's such a shame that he missed Imola. Otherwise, I think he could really be a contender for this championship. I think the fact he missed that, Robbie got 2 wins. Really cemented Robbie's position there. So a few corners to go. As you can see, Alex is barely touching the curbs on the outside. He's extending the gap to 9 seconds. Damien Hall has got the gap down to 1.3 seconds, so it is coming down. Damien's really pushing. So it looks 1 corner to go for Luke. It looks like he's going to keep that second position. So Alex Brains crosses the line, takes his first win of the season. A fantastic drive, really made the most of that reverse grid, got out nice and early and kept it clean. Luke Weston with a great second position, Damien Hall in third, Jeremy Gonzalez keeps it in fourth, Robbie Stapleford with a great recovery drive from 5th place. Marcel Cruz comes across the line in 6th place, which is his joint best position in the championship. This is not quite over yet between Ricciardo and Maximilian, and Max just defends the line there, so keeps 7th position. George Grundenheim's going to be very disappointed with his race here. Comes home in 10th position. He will drop down in the championships there, which is a shame. We've got a few more coming across the line. Max and Jake, Mick and Jacob coming across the line in 11th and 12th position. So, and that brings out the top 12 there with Hubert coming through a lap down. So let's grab a word with Alex, who I don't know whether he's run out of fuel or whether he's parked in preparation for his interview. So let's grab a word with Alex. Alex, congratulations. A great drive start, effectively a start light to flags victory. How was that for you?
Oh mate, it's amazing just to get the first win, to be honest. Obviously race 1 didn't go to plan at all. We got a pretty bad result in that, but obviously with reverse grid it helps you a lot, because obviously I started on the front row and I just managed to build on that gap between first. Sorry, yeah, no, I'm really pleased with that, yeah.
Great. So yeah, I mean, you made the most of that. I mentioned in the stream that we caught the incident. I think it was with Luke at the on the last corner of the last lap. So yeah, I said you lost potentially a point or two from that, but it obviously put you in a great starting position, and you know, in the grand scheme of things, I think you would have probably taken that. So a great race. Yeah, you led to start from finish. Didn't set the fastest lap, but you I think it was nearly 9 seconds. Was you aware that you only had no track limits left?
Yeah, I was. I used my life in the last 7 minutes, I think. So
Yeah.
obviously I had to take it easy. I had to I couldn't risk getting the drive through. So yeah, I had to take it easy, but you know, I was still staying in the 33s, so I think I was in the 33s all race. So yeah, it's not bad. I think
Yeah, fantastic. There's a lot of support from Facebook for you as well. So, yeah, it's great for you to get your first win, and hopefully you'll be able to carry on that momentum for the rest of this season.
yeah, hopefully the first of many, yeah.
Brilliant.
Cheers, thank you.
So that was Alex there, our first place position. So let's grab a word with Luke. Hi, Luke. Fantastic result for you here. Improved your best position at IMA last week. So each round you're improving. You seem to get out in second and manage that gap for third.
Yeah, it was really quite an interesting race because I've been sweating here for the last few laps. Just keep my eyes were fixed to the mirror, just seeing. I think it was Damien catching up. I was driving as hard as I could, and I was pretty glad to get the second.
Yeah, it was a fantastic result, and your personal best there. So, so what was your view of the race? I mean, I think you got out in second quite early on and just managed that gap.
Yeah, I did. That was first lap, I think. I just managed to get the inside of Druids, and oh no, it wasn't Druids. It was a bit later on in the lap, and I saw Alex pulling away, and I was just trying to keep with him. I just had my eyes fixed on him pulling away, so I was just trying to go with him.
Brilliant. So hopefully this will be the start of a championship push for you now.
Yeah, I hope so, because that's the ideal scenario.
Brilliant. Congratulations, Luke.
Thank you.
And we'll just grab Damien in for our third place. Hi, Damien. Third place this time. Great drive through the grid. Nice little battle with your teammate for a while there. Do you think you could have taken second if you got ahead a little bit sooner?
Yeah, definitely. But I lost my thought of where he was. So all along, I thought that we had time, and I thought that we were further up. But when I realized I was down one position further than I thought, then I had to make the pass on Jeremy.
I was waiting to see if there was sort of any code, like teammate code, flashing of the lights or anything, if you had anything pre-agreed of just get out of my way, but didn't see anything.
We know each other well enough, and if he has the pace, I'll stay. I won't risk anything, especially if anybody's close behind. But we had enough that I could actually do, and he didn't defend hard enough. He knew where it was going to go, where it was faster, and he just let me through.
Yeah, it was good, clean racing. So Robbie finished in 5th position. So you got a great haul of points here. It's a shame that you missed him, or otherwise you could be right in the hunt here.
I'm sorry, but duty called last week.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations, Damien.